Hi, hello YouTube. I'm Ben and these are my hands, and this is what we've got today, a rucksack. Basically I've been collecting up a rucksack of stuff for videos until I got round to doing them, and here I finally am. So I'm going to crack straight through, or crack straight on with them as there's quite a lot. Bag, another bag. What's in this bag? Oranges. Why is there oranges? I'm about to tell you. I just fancy an orange really, sorry. No, what it is, you know I like finding quirky things. I'm now just hunting for it. Here it is. It's in a charity shop in Montford. Havens Hospice, I believe it was called. I'll check that and put a link in the description, but I believe it was. I think it's a children's charity. Great cause. I especially like vintage items, and they have a lot of vintage items. This, however, is not a vintage item, but I found it quite quirky and interesting. Now, let's just focus on it. It's 50p, and as you can see, there is on the front a girl sucking juice from an orange. Yeah, I think it's an orange. It's a bit hard to see. Yeah, it looks like an orange. And basically, the idea of this is you use it like the girl's doing to suck juice out of the fruit. And I just found this, I don't know if I think it's clever or a little bit bizarre. It's never been opened, which is probably good for hygienic reasons. So I'm going to open it now, and I'm going to give it a go just for fun really and see. Because what I don't get is if you suck all the juice out of a nice fruit, you're going to be left with all a deflated fruit basically. It's going to just be left with the physical bit. So a little bit confused why you do that. What do you do with that? Do you then throw it away, which seems a little bit of a shame? I don't know. I didn't know these things existed, so that's why I wanted to try it. So it says promotes health by sucking juice out of fruit and not eating the rest. Safe for kids, I suppose so. Take it everywhere. You probably get chucked out of some places with this. Fantastic outdoors, yeah, could be. Right, let's see how to use this. It got me orange, okay. Right, place the bottom part of, what's it called? A juicinator. Juice eater. Oh, okay. Well, that's ironic because you're actually not eating it. That's the thing. You're just taking the juice out, drinking with anything. Anyway, stop being politically correct. Place the bottom part of juiceator onto your branch end of your favourite citrus fruit. Oh, so they only suggest it on citrus fruit. So when I went to Montford Market, I'm glad I went with oranges. I guess maybe it works best with that way. The branch end also. Well, okay. I don't have a branch. That bit. Press it and twist it a few times until it cuts a circular opening. Okay. Right. I hope you can see this okay. Press and twist. Press and twist. Press and twist. Oh no, it's going to be juice everywhere. Right, I've done it. Remove and throw away the coin-sized peel. I might want to eat it actually. Did you know all the nutrients in fruit are in the skin? I mean the most are in the skin. Right, throw it away. There it is. Why? I threw it away and it landed on my phone. Thanks for that. When juiced, I keep reading that as juiced AF. Juice, yeah, no, juiced eater. Deep inside the juicy fruit while twisting it and turning it. Easy, what? Whack, oh, I've got to whack it. Whack the juice eater deep inside the juicy fruit while twisting and turning it. Once ready, keep juiced eater in an upright position and then squeeze the fruit and drink the juice through the straw. This sounds mad. Right, let's try it. Right, okay. I was going to try and do it on camera. I don't know if you'll be able to see me if I just go in front of the camera. Okay, here we go. I just realised I never thought I would be doing this in front of the camera. I just didn't know I was going to get to this stage. Right, I mean that it's basically getting about 1.00 of a milliliter of orange juice. It's getting nothing hardly. But in fairness, maybe the orange is too small. I did just get small ones. But I'm actually getting no juice out, and I just wish I'd rather eat it than this. I would have got the juice anyway. So I don't know what to make of that. Look, it's easy to just go That's what you left it. See, it's just not bringing up the juice. Maybe it is too small. I don't know. I don't think they're in the shops anymore anyway, so it's not like I could recommend you to or not buy them. Well, I'm not sure if that was entirely a success. Hopefully this will be more of one, and it involves no sucking with a juiceator. It's this. Now, it's in Home Bargains, discount shop. This one was in Romford. There's quite a lot about now. They're very, very good. And I got this little thing in the fridge. The reason why I picked it up is because on my old YouTube channel, on my old on my old website, I used to do the Kinder eggs, you know, unwrap the surprises inside, and also any other lucky eggs, anything that had a surprise really. But I've never came across this one, so I thought I'd do this one. This is a Kids World Zoo ring eye. I have no idea what that means. Ring eye? What? Kids World Zoo ring eye? What? I don't know. Pudding dessert with surprise. So it's got the surprise inside the dessert. So I was just a little bit interested to see what these are like. I've never seen them before. Warning: toy inside, small parts, choking hazard, adult supervision recommended. I will supervise myself. 70 grams. Now, I picked it up, right, because I thought it said Kinder on it. So I thought, oh, they've done puddings with Kinder toys. I now see, I kind of imagined that. I do that sometimes. It actually doesn't say Kinder anywhere. In fact, I can see it's Dairy for Fun. So maybe my brain just, that's the company, Dairy for Fun. So I assume my brain just thought it was Kinder because I saw it said with surprise. It's a surprise that it actually tastes nice, unlike these kind of shop things normally do. But it was 79p, so I haven't lost too much if it's not nice. And of course the packaging has to be as hard as possible to undo. Oh, so is it going to be in like an egg shape? Ah yes, so sort of like the Lucky Eggs. And I don't even know what type the cake is. I've not looked at the ingredients. See, this is what I was confused about. I was imagining the toy in an egg to be encased inside the cake, and I thought, yeah, that probably is definitely a choking hazard. I see, they've done it separately. I didn't, yeah, my brain didn't even guess that. This feels like the cake. This feels like the toy. Let's start with what's clearly more important, the cake. And I've got a spoon with me. Because I'm certainly not using that juiceator on it. I tell you, juice eater, whatever it wants to call itself. Still, it wasn't wasted. 50p went to charity, so that's all good. Oh my goodness, wow, what? This is what it looks like. It looks not very cake-like. It looks like a melted chocolate mousse. I don't think it would have melted in my bag because it's not been in there very long. Can you see that? It doesn't look very cakey, does it? Not sure. Right, let's give it a try and I'll let you know. It's wobbling. It's not right, it's not jelly. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you why it looks like mousse, because it is mousse and it tastes like mousse. It tastes like quite nice mousse. It's got a weird mix of white and chocolate. Well, it's not even, I'm not even sure if it's white chocolate. I think maybe it's meant to set a little bit more and it hasn't set, I don't know. Maybe it did melt a bit in the bag, but it's not very warm today, so I'll be surprised. It's nice though, it's chocolatey. I mean, it's as nice as these kind of shop things are. It's chocolatey enough. Probably won't pay 79p for it normally. You know, I normally steal things, don't I? It tastes alright. Yeah, if you are in Home Bargains and you see them in your fridge, you could give them a go. But I'm not sure what those white bits are. Perhaps the ingredients can help us. Right, that was nice. Thank you for letting me enjoy that cake. I'm sure that was how you wanted to spend your afternoon or whatever time of day you're watching this. Waiting for somebody to finish eating a cake where previously they had been sucking juice from an orange with some kind of contraption. Right, now that is done. We've got the toy, but first let's just look at ingredients because I want to know what those mysterious floating white bits are. Otherwise I won't sleep at night today. Carbohydrates, of which sugar's absolutely loads. Yeah, it's got a lot of sugar in these things, always do. Blah blah blah. Right, it's okay. Pudding dessert with chocolate and vanilla flavour. So I'm assuming that white bit was vanilla. Now that I come to think of it, it does taste like that. So it basically tastes like vanilla and okay chocolate. It's got sugar, modified cornstarch, fat reduced cocoa powder, thickeners, carrageen, and then other things I can't pronounce, which is usually means they're quite artificial, but never mind. Once in a while, those kind of things are not going to harm. Hopefully, because I don't want to be finished off by a 79p dessert. Right, let's see what the toy was like then. If it, if it helps make up the value. So the cake was okay. Right, we seem to have. Obviously, we guessed from the packaging these were going to be animal themed. This looks quite cute actually. I know Ashens, if you haven't yet followed Ashens on YouTube, you really should. He's the master at doing unboxings, trying to surprise eggs, etc, etc. I don't think he's done this one, so I hope he gives it a try. See what he thinks. But look, what we I should send him one, perhaps, if he's still taking items by post, I'm not sure. So, okay, look, they're all rings. Actually, I probably shouldn't send one of those. It was out of the fridge for a couple of minutes. Look what happened to it. It went all soggy and gooey. I think it was meant to be a little bit more set, definitely, than it was. But it's a koala. I've got trouble saying that one. Ring. Probably not made for my size fingers. Oh, I can have it on a little one. I think we can have it on that one. We'll have it on that one. That will do. Right, this is quite nice made. It's made quite well actually. See that? It's quite nice. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. You know, you see that keep the kid happy for a little while.